What's good, YouTube? In this video we're going to be talking about how to play Loba for ranked arenas. Now Loba is one of the most underrated legends when it comes to arenas. She is a good legend who has abilities that are top tier, like a mobility ability just like her bracelet, and also she has her ultimate that we're going to talk about in depth when it comes to grabbing, all the shields and stuff like that. She's a very underrated legend. I do consider her more as a team legend, meaning that it's better to 3-stack with Loba as a Loba, or have a Loba on the team while 3-stacking rather than soloing as a Loba. Now let's talk about Loba's abilities. The first thing we're going to talk about is Loba's passive. Now in arenas, her passive doesn't really have much use. The only thing is maybe if you see a care package and you forgot what guns were in the care package, I guess you could look at it, and based off, since she can see through the care package with her ability or her passive, I guess that helps, but other than that, it doesn't really have much use. So now let's talk about Loba's tactical. Now on certain map, just like how you're seeing in this background, this is the reason why we will play Loba. Loba, her tactical ability is her bracelet, where she could throw it and she could get from one place to another, similar to like an Octane, a Pathfinder. These three, they can use their abilities to get to one place to another very quick, and that's key when we're talking about Loba. Sometimes, playing Pathfinder, it could be difficult. Some people don't know how to use grapples, so we want to use Loba to just make it simple and just get to the destination or the place very quick. And when we're using Loba's bracelet, we want to use it for the supply bins, materials, or even power positions that enemies can't get to, but you can because you're very quick. Now when we talk about the best maps, we're obviously going to be talking about Habitat with Loba. It's one of the best combos with legend and map when it comes to arenas, and a lot of us, I know, don't like the map Habitat. So if you're struggling on Habitat, definitely check out the background, the gameplay, and see how I use Loba. Not only that, my recent video was how to solo queue on ranked arenas, and that gameplay was Loba on Habitat. If you haven't seen that, go check that out, because that gameplay or that video has a lot of good clips and just how to play Loba. We're still talking about Loba's bracelet, and not only is it good to be aggressive with, meaning to go to the supply bins, power positions, you can also use it for sticky situations, right? If you're in a bad spot, you could throw that bracelet back to your teammates to get back to them. It's an escape ability, just like it's an ability for quickness and movement. Now in arenas, they give you 2 bracelets, and if you wanted to buy another one, it only costs 50 materials, so it's very cheap. But honestly, you don't really need to. I never really buy an extra one unless if it's like in the later round. If you do need to, it's very cheap, and that's a positive when it comes to playing Loba. Now let's talk about Loba's ultimate. The reason why I say Loba is good for 3-stacking is because of her ult. Her ultimate allows you to grab the supply bins, and if you guys know, the supply bins, they have 2 shield batteries, they have a Phoenix kit, and they have 1 med kit. In Loba's ultimate, you could grab 2 things in it. Now it's best to mainly grab the batteries. That just means that you and your team have an advantage when it comes to the shield. Why Loba's good for 3-stacking is because you can play smart with Loba, right? You can play very strategic, and the way you want to play strategic is actually you pop your ult, you get the shields, now you have more shields than enemies. The best way to win now, since you have more shields than them, is out damage your enemies, right? Let's say if you guys are both peeking, you guys are shooting at each other, you both hit each other for 80, bam, you guys both have to heal. Because you're a Loba team, you guys have more shields, and they're gonna run out of supplies, you're gonna run out of shields, medkits, syringes, all that stuff. So take advantage when you use a Loba. I do think that the best way, like I said, when it comes to playing Loba, is strategic. It's probably a slower way that might be a little frustrating, but it is a smart way to play. Now another reason why when you want to use Loba's ult and why it's best to 3-stack is because you don't want your teammates to go use your ultimate, right? If you're using your ult like in the beginning of the round, you don't want your teammates just sticking there with you and trying to get stuff out of the ult. because what's going to happen is you and your teammates are going to be so far behind that the enemies, they're going to have position on you guys. So you need to tell your two teammates to go push up, not push up, but just grab position just like a regular game if there was no Loba, and just grab position, maybe grab the materials if you can, and you guys will be good because you'll distribute the shield batteries to your teammates if they need them. Because if you're solo, what's going to end up happening is your solo teammates are going to just stay there, try to grab something from the ult, or their teammates will probably shoot your ult. There's been times where I play Loba and my teammates will shoot the ult and kill it because we're down and we're losing, and I guess they hate me for using the ult. But at the end of the day, it's best to 3-stack with Loba, especially when it comes to her ultimate. And also another good way too for Loba's ult is if you see any key guns in the care package, for instance a Kraber or a Volt. Those two are my key guns when it comes to care package weapons. But if you see any key guns in the care package, you can use Loba's ult to grab the care package. You don't have to run to the other side of the map to get the care package. You could be at the strong side on the map with your teammates and grab the care package with your ultimate. Now let's talk about the best maps when it comes to Loba. Of course, I believe that the best map when it comes to Loba is Habitat. I think you can get there just as quick as a Pathfinder, if not quicker, when it comes to her tactical. I think this might be the only map when it comes to the comparison between Loba and Pathfinder with the abilities on how quick you can get to a spot. So I want to say Loba for Habitat is the best map. And another good map too as well is Phase Runner. The reason why I say Phase Runner is because it's a map where two teams can stall, and the reason why Phase Runner would be good is because since they're stalling, like I said, you use your ult, you grab the shields, and now you and your team have extra shields. If you guys both teams want to stall, that's great for you guys because you guys have extra shields. Now the best guns for Loba, I want to say, because I feel like you want to play more slow pace and out damage the enemies, I'm gonna say a gun like the R301. I think the R301 is the most reliable gun, and it's a lot consistent when it comes to the damage, the range. It's just, I feel like that's the gun right there. But if you're not R301, then maybe like a gun like the Rampage, or maybe like a 30-30. Maybe guns like a longer, medium to long range. But for my choice, I want to say the R301. Now the best teammates for a Loba is, this will probably be the only time that I will say that a defensive legend like a Caustic or a Watson would be good for the team. The reason being is because if you're playing on a map like Phase Runner on the portal side, you could trap up, your side, or if you're a Watson, you could fence up your side. You as a Loba could grab your ult and grab the extra shields. So this is good for the team because you're playing at that slower pace, you have extra shields. It's going to be good because teams are going to end up wanting to push you, and because you have traps, you have fences, it's going to be good for you and the team. But other than the defensive legends, I do want to say that having a Pathfinder and or an Octane with Loba is good as well, because you can end up having those mobile legends to go grab the materials or grab positioning while you use your ultimate. Having either mobile legends on the team or having defensive legends is both good. But yeah, this right here is a guide on playing Loba. I have quite a bit of kills on Loba. Like I said, I started playing Loba when the map Habitat came out. I think this was in season 11, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys want more gameplay of Loba gameplay, check out the video, like I said, about how I solo queued to Pred, and that was the last video. That video was a great video. I dropped 4,700 damage in that last video, and that was Loba gameplay. So if you guys want extra Loba gameplay, go check that out. This is the video, you guys. Hopefully this guide helps you if you want to play Loba. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And if you do like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.